Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. Appreciate each and every one of you. We just hit the target that I put out in the trading group, 28,500. Yet again, banging on them to the upside. Bang, 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 bang. Behind the scenes with Jamie. I need more water, babe. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Am I live, babe? God bless everyone on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. You people are absolutely amazing. Give yourself a pat on the back for being here with me every single day, baby. And we do it every single day. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I woke up this morning. Let me show you what I saw and what was happening in the chats. All right, let me break down the chats for you. So everyone figured they could just wake up and short the market. I said, be careful. There's a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder here likely to break us up all the way to the target at 28,529. 28,529. That's the area I was looking for. We hit my target exactly and wicked back above it. I did attempt a way too high leverage long right there at previous resistance, and I got stopped out, but I was like kind of playing a game. But, you know, had I played it out, again, what I've been noticing is bigger positions, smaller leverage makes me more money. Smaller positions with more leverage for me personally, doesn't work out as well because it gives me the jitters and I have too much emotions. Less leverage, I can handle 20,000 at 5K or 5,000 with 10x leverage, but then I can't handle 200 at 200x leverage. You get it? Like, and it's almost more money I'm risking with the bigger trade, but I can handle it because the movement isn't so you're going to find your style where you sit in trading. You know what I mean? But anyway, I gave this to my trading group this morning. Even after the big pump, I gave you guys yet another move to the upside, showed you BOOKMAP. And here it is right here. I showed you there was an inverted head and shoulder. We retesting the 200 SMA, the POC, and the top trend line. We did break up. Then they got the 100X. They didn't want to get the people that were high leverage to get any movement there, and they went after them pretty hard. So they went up, came back down, but then they ripped it to the upside. Then they ripped it right back down to the downside. And a short really at 28.5 looks like a pretty good idea. We're going to talk about it. We're going to break it down. Shout out to every single one of you. And we had our levels to watch right here, too, on the local areas for Bitcoin. All right. And, man, we did it again. If you were in my trading group, you were given this update this morning. And then I posted this at 9:18 for gains. It is what it is. Then yesterday, thank you, Shano. We love you. Shout out to everybody in my game, man. You guys are awesome. Everyone in my corner, everyone on my team. God bless each and every one of you for being here. 347 people on the live, 119 likes. I appreciate you watching all the YouTubers out there, but if you're not making money with if your YouTuber can't teach you, can't educate you, can't change your life, then they're not going to be able to help you change your life. If they can't show you new ideas and concepts that you can then use in your life to make money, it may be a waste of your time. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't watch channels that waste my time. And that could be critically, that could be harsh. You could call that whatever you want. But I know this channel doesn't waste your time. When you come here, you're going to get an update. You're going to get a possible live trade. You're going to learn. And then if you didn't take the trade, you're going to see us with our massive gains. And you're going to say, man, what happened here? Why didn't I make gains with the lifers? And we're going to break it down for you like we do every single day here on the channel. I'm going to delete all my work. All right. And we're going to start fresh in the Bybit spot chart. We're going to get rid of the 5 MAs. And we're going to show you what we do here every day. We're going to look at the weekly. We're going to show you why I was long. We're going to break down all the concepts that I teach. And we're going to have a blast. Look at we've had a huge pump. And the MACD is about to cross. Lack of bearish momentum on the MACD. MACD pushing up on the stochastics. Bitcoin in a giant double bottom, about to get litty. Everyone else, I'll be honest, almost every YouTuber that I saw, almost every person that I talked to, from macro investors, people in TradFi, they all claimed that we were going down the tubes. They said that the NQ is going down the tubes and all this stuff. You know what I mean? Bitcoin's flying and my alt is falling. That's what happens when Bitcoin pumps. The alts take a bit of a drop. You got to learn Bitcoin dominance. We're going to talk about that today, and we're going to teach you. When you see me focused on Bitcoin in the trading group, it means I'm focused on Bitcoin. When you see me constantly posting Bitcoin trades all the time, when you see me putting $5,000 into Bitcoin trades at 5x leverage and trading $25,000 positions, it's because I am stuck on BTC, because my instincts put me in the best possible positions in the market, because my subconscious mind has trained itself to put myself in the best places in the market. That sounds conceited, pompous, whatever you want. If you give yourself enough information, your subconscious mind will take care of the rest. The reason why most people aren't living the lives they want is because they are programmed by their subconscious mind. They've been hijacked by advertising, colors, space, emotions. You know, it's funny, me and my wife started listening to country music recently, and no offense to country music, but every single time we play it, within the first sentence, there's whiskey, wine, booze, and I was like, man, this is how they push alcohol on society. We never realized it because we never listened to country so hard. You know, so if you're listening to rap music, it's all about the weed smoke, and it's all about the drinking, and it's all about the lean, and right? It seems like all of the music lately is pushing people into substance abuse. Do you guys see that? Not all of it. I'm not saying every single bit of it, but it seems like a good portion of it is pushing people into substance abuse. You know what I mean? 1 second right now. I just got to check one thing. You can still hear me. Yank. Just had to grab my... So there you go. So shout out to everybody here on the live. So yeah, and I'm not hating. I actually think the music is great. The singers sound wonderful. It's just this little subtle, like, is it whiskey or wine? Is it whiskey or wine? You know, it's like, you'll notice that there just happens to be this alcohol touch in almost all of the music. It's pretty interesting. Anyway, Bitcoin previous resistance became beautiful support. I kept telling you when the weekly has this much wicks, 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember where I said there's a huge pump coming? I went over this on Sin City Crypto. If you saw me on Sin City, I talked about a big pump coming. You know what I mean? I would disagree with that because I've listened to country my whole life. But all I do is smoke. You know what I mean? I'm not saying there's good Christian. I'm not saying it's all. I'm saying the radio music. Fine, the radio. Go play any music, country music on the radio. Within the first hour, there's something. The first 2 minutes, a minute, first 30 seconds, there's something about alcohol. Anyway, prove me wrong, man. And again, I'm not hating. I guess it's a polarizing statement, but, you know. Corporate country is trash. Yeah, there you go. That's what it is. It's corporate country. Not that real country music, boy. So, look, this is also the idea of these falling wedges that eventually break back to the upside. Boom. Even though they break out and break back inside. That's another kind of interesting concept that I go over that no one else really talks about, but it's my own little unique thing. Everyone that did it great did it uniquely. Jimi Hendrix played the guitar differently. Rodney Mullen flipped the skateboard in ways no one ever did it. These are the greatest people on earth, the people that did it differently. The Sammy Cup and Haddies, baby. You can name it after them. So our next big resistance for Bitcoin is going to be 29,300 on the weekly. We are nicely above the weekly resistance here. And so as long as we can close a weekly candle above 28,000, expect more upside, baby. Everything is going away for the bulls, man. And it was only a matter of time till we were going to get out of this bear market, everybody. Weekly. Oh, that's one thing I can't use this chart. It's not long enough to give me the weekly support and resistance, so hold on. After all that, garbage. That's why I use the Binance chart the most. Tether. Wow, Coinbase don't even. What I'm doing is I need to see the 200 SMA. You see that right there? We are now above the 200 SMA, everybody. That is when big moves occur. So let's go back over this again. I'm so sorry I have to waste some of your time. But we'll reiterate. Weekly MACD looking beautiful. About to make a turn. Getting above the moving average on the RSI. A beautiful sign. All right? And the stochastics turning above the dotted line. These are when I'll open big, long trades. When I'm on the 1 minute, the 2 minute, the 1 hour, the 5. Like these are, you know, previous resistance became support. We'll do it right. We'll make it a range. Nice little range-bound area, and we'll give it a nice fat little price label. 28.5, we'll call it 25,000. Really, 25, 24.9. What a beautiful area of support that Bitcoin bounced from. All right. Our next big resistance is right here, where these candles had issues. Sorry. If you hold control, you can copy everything and just move it around. It's really nice. There's a gap in the VRVB here. It says we're likely to get to this high volume node at resistance. And that's a beautiful double bottom. We went over this too and showed you the measure move of the double bottom is to this high volume node up at 38,000, 38.9K for Bitcoin. All right. Everyone that was bearish got their butt handed to them. I almost swore, but they got their butt handed to them. Then we talked about the hidden bullish divergence every single day for days. I went over it every single day for a month and a half. Who saw me talk about the hidden bullish divergence till I was red in the face? All right. What up, Sam the Man? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Shout out to Seize the Day, Rolling 69ers, Crypto Bear Baker, Crypto Cockatoo, Seize the Day, and everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in. It's Mr. Armstrong, Barber Trader Joe, Crypto Fever, Rin Tin Tin, Mr. Powwow. God bless you all for jumping on in. We love you more than you would ever know. You people are absolutely amazing. Hola! Shout out to everybody here. Sin City Crypto in the house. We love you. We love you, Sin City Crypto. Is that Dave or is that Robin? I bet that's Robin at home. Rob, how you feeling, man? We love you, Rob. We miss you. We want to give you a big old hug. If we could all show up in your house and sing for you, we would. Like 100 lifers just sitting in your living room telling you how much we love you. I never want to see one of my buddies down and out. And you had great spirits. Rob, we love you, man. Everyone, tell Rob you love him right now. I want to see 100 people say, Rob, we love you. Tell Rob we love him. Get well soon, Rob, right now. I want to see get well soon. Everybody right now, get well soon. I don't see enough I love you, Robs, right now. I don't see I love you, Robs. I want to see I love you, Rob, going on right now, everyone. Love you, Rob. There we go. Get well, Rob. There we go. We love you, Rob. There we go. There it is. There's the love. There's the love. There's the love. All right. We want to make sure Rob feels welcome today. Nice and warm and cozy in the lifer settings. All right. Love is love, Rob. Yeah. Look at that. Now they're pouring in, man. You guys are amazing. Look at the lifers, man. You guys are amazing. Hey, it feels good to give, right? And especially when you're giving love, everyone. Especially when you're giving love. All right, moving forward. Moving forward. So right here where we're at, that's that John F. Kennedy. Moving forward. So look, right here, we have a previous resistance right there. As not what you could do for your country. As not what your country could do for you. But what you could do for your country. Right. Previous resistance is right here on the 3-day at 28,500. That's a key area that we're going to battle with. Next area that you can see us kind of bouncing off of, we have 2 3-day supports, is 28,067 and 27,750. All right. Those are going to be 2 areas that we're going to tussle with likely. If we come down, a main area is that point of control at about 26,900. All right. All right. Nah, I don't know if I can do that today. It doesn't fit the narrative, you know what I mean? I will do, whenever I'm in Florida, I'll probably do it, you know. I like to do the reggae when I'm on vacation. That's December Florida vacation. We do reggae week. Once a year, we do reggae week. There was like a 5-year period where I only listened to reggae, nothing else. So we hit previous resistance, 28,005. All right. That's going to be our area. That's going to be the tough call. All right. So here we stand. Do we open up a short? Man, let's think about it. Let's take a look at the daily now. Daily's slowly getting overbought, but it's not done yet. Let's look at our stochastics. RSI. Come on now. Stochastics RSI still have legs, not curving down, nothing crazy happening. Momentum's still there. No reason to think that this couldn't continue to the upside. You know, RSI getting high, but no bearish divergence yet. So what you're looking for is this, everybody. You're looking for the Bitcoin to pump, do it damage, probably up to this level, swing up to swing up, and then you're looking for this, swing down to swing down. That's going to be the short, the bearish div on the short, which looks like it's going to come somewhere into this area, 31.5. So I'm looking for bearish divergence. I don't see it yet. until we see it on the daily, I suggest we don't get a massive pullback, So right now, momentum on the daily seems fine. There's no reason why we couldn't continue to the upside. We busted through this previous big resistance here at about 27,800, and that's a beautiful thing. The 4-hour also getting very overbought. Now we flip on the moving averages. And one thing I want to talk about is, look, the weekly above the 200 SMA, great sign. The 3-day, I talked about the second a 3-day candle opened above the 200 SMA, you open along. I've gone over these concepts. They're so simple. Has anyone tried these simple concepts that I teach? Has anyone in the chat tried to open up along the second you got above a 200 SMA on the 3-day, the 4-hour? Has anyone tried my system? Because you can listen to my system, but until you try it and you feel your bank account go up, you're not going to believe it. Yep. Who here has made massive gains trading the 200 SMA? Hourly is forming bearish div at 28.9. Because you're a legend, Barber Trader Joe, we love you. I learned support and resistance from my 1.5 years as a trader. This weekend, I've learned that I can no longer just use my phone with indicators. It's too much. Get better, Rob. We love you, Rob. I don't try. Oh, yeah. Who here has attempted? The word secrecy is repugnant in the free and open society. The word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. We as a people inherently, historically oppose secret societies to secret oaths and to secret proceedings. Remember that? There is a group known as the Military Industrial Complex. That's an amazing, you should listen to that speech. It's still on YouTube. JFK Secret Societies, and he's talking about there's a group of secret societies inside of America. He says the things nobody wanted to say. There's real reasons why he was taken out. He was doing something bigger than you realize. I believe he knew about alien technology. I believe he was going to release it. There was so much more going on behind the scenes there when JFK was taken down. Had he done what he wanted to do, we would have lived a completely different life. I'll be honest. So look, Bitcoin forming like I'm talking about this symmetrical triangle here, ascending triangle, if you want to call it. Likely to come to the top of the pattern, then go sideways before a massive, bigger move. I wouldn't be surprised if this occurs. So we're watching for this. Place to take profit would be this resistance area. Anywhere between about 30,005 and 31K could be a key area to look for a move. So we're starting to watch this. This also has a giant measure move, which I would take the whole length of this pole. And boom, this thing could blast all the way up to 45,200, baby. That's the measured move of this pattern, right? And it's got a bit of a cup with a handle too as well, which could definitely do damage. So pay attention, get ready. Anything is possible, but I'm excited, I'm super excited. So this is amazing. Now, if Bitcoin loses this area at 25,000, fine. I'll flip. And if Bitcoin goes below the 200 SMA on the 3-day, I will flip bearish. Bitcoin holding a candle now above the 200 SMA on the daily. Every time you get above that, you open along, a massive move has happened. Look at this. Right there, we're right here. The daily just getting above. And look how high the stochastics were and the RSI when we did this. Now we're going to go for the daily bullish div. So this tells me that we're likely to pump all the way up here where the bullish divergence will occur somewhere up in here in the short. So we're looking for a short here at 39.5. This is where I would attempt to short. And we're going to have we're also going to deal with this area here at 29.271. So I expect bullish consolidation for the next, day, half a day. And I see a bigger move headed further to the upside based on how we're moving above the moving averages. So right now, here's the 4-hour time frame. We're definitely peaked out. Look for a retrace to the 21-day moving average here, right? So I see a small short occurring somewhere here. We retest 27,600, and that could be a massive move to the upside for Bitcoin. So this is what I'm looking at. I'll pull back to the 21 SMA. It could go lower to the 200 to the Fibonacci level. Let's pull wick to wick here. There's a chance you wick down to 27.4 into the golden pocket. These areas I'm going to be watching for a retracement. 27.7, 27.467. This is what you're looking for. You're too far away from the 21. All right. The 1 hour could continue though. So watch the 1 hour in a bit of a flag. Watch the smaller time frames. I'm going to release this for a second. When price action gets very, very bullish, the smaller time frames can do things that people just don't realize. Babe, did you see Scotty with his shirt off? Scotty had his shirt off running around. Our neighbor. I'm messing with my wife. I just saw my neighbor run by with his shirt off. I think he wanted you to see, babe. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate it. I could not get the 200 SMA on my candles, but I studied all weekend. The indicators were separate under the candle chart on the chart phone. So much info in a short time. No worries. Crop Billies, we love you, man. Hey, you just got started. Don't worry. I was talking to people that have been watching for years. They'll book you a first-class trip on the Titanic. I know, right? Eisenhower gave the speech, not Kennedy. No, he did not. That's a lie. That's a lie. Who just said that? Big Worm? You're out of your mind. JFK secret societies. Like, I've listened to the speech, dude. So funny. I have a photographic memory, and he's trying to tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. I even did it in his voice. You want me to play it? Probably shouldn't, but, you know, right here. The details of the nation right here. This is the speech, dude. Like, it's right here. And it says the words I just said. It says the quote that we just said, secret society. Eisenhower made a speech, but it wasn't the same speech. Eisenhower made a speech about us. Eisenhower really made a deal with the aliens. I don't know if you know that, but he made a deal that they could basically, he said, give us your technology and you'll be able to abduct 1% of the population. That was the deal that Eisenhower made with the aliens. You can believe me or you're not. That's really what happened. But this is it right here. This is the JFK speech that I quoted. So I'm sorry, you are not wrong. You are not right. You were not correct when you tried to check me on my live stream. Big Worm. Eisenhower gave that speech, not Kennedy. It's not true. That's actually not true. You are 100% wrong. All right. I have the speech right here, and I've listened to it over 100 times. So, yeah. Eisenhower did the military industrial speech. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. They both gave speeches about the military industrial complex, though. They both did. We're both right, Big Worm. You love me. I know you're not trying to check me. You just love me. You're just trying to spread knowledge. I'm going to stay positive on it as well. All right, let's take a look here. I mean, major bearish div on the 1 hour time frame. Time to short the market, no? You know, I opened up a short. I will tell you that. It's not in huge money right now, but I'm going to possibly build it. It's down $8. It's $189 at 15x leverage. Very small amount. And look, I took this $5,000 account to $6,400. All right. It's pretty awesome. $5,000 to $6,400. You guys saw me do it in the course of a week. All right. Trading leverage. And I've only been trading leverage since March, but I do it very, very, very consistently, very slow. All right. I don't try to reinvent the wheel here. So we're away for the 21. You know, price action's going to touch it, number one. So this is what I see happening. The 1 hour making this falling wedge here. And it's likely we're going to get a bit of a short to the downside. That's a strong bearish divergence back down here somewhere to these levels. Just like, so I see a pullback. 1 hour, you know. Anything could happen, though. The smaller time frames could continue to truck along. And kind of a diamond here, too, in a way, right? Not perfect. You could say we're in this. I say we're in this, and we broke out and broke back inside of kind of like a bullish rectangle, right? Which could continue. There's a chance. So watch the smaller time frames. You could long the smaller time frames right now aggressively. I would begin to open up a short based on the bearish divergence. You got really strong bearish div here. You have really strong bearish on the 1 hour. We got our pump. We got extended. And I see a pullback for Bitcoin. I'm in a short. You do whatever makes you happy. All right. And so that's what it is. Smaller time frames could easily stop out the shorts. Just be careful. Anything could happen. BookMap still holding liquidity above us all the way up to, let's see, the level that BookMap has. Link to BookMap in the description below. If you want to jump into BookMap Global Plus, you're going to be able to put multiple assets on it, Dogecoin, whatever you want, and you're going to be able to see the perpetual. You're going to see how many people are buying and selling at that area. All right, that's the key. That's the insight. That's what we really like. So right here, look, 28,670 all the way up to 28,900. There's still liquidity to the upside. They still may swing us up one more time to grab this liquidity. So at the end of the day, BookMap still suggests that we could go up to 29,000, and it's not over yet. So watch the smaller time frames in those flags. Everyone just thinks, oh, I'll jump in a short right now. I'll jump in a light short. I'm not going to jump in a heavy short, not till I see some key indications. But right now, the bigger time frames say yes. You know, cumulative volume data is also high. See the CVD? He said the cumulative volume delta, very high. That's a very high cumulative. When the delta gets that high, it tells you probably had way too many longs on one side. You're likely to come back down to the downside too as well. It's a good point. And we do have this big liquidity. The biggest order here is back down at 28,000. So, and it's closer too, suggesting that we go back down to 28K. So I do see a short in play. You do whatever makes you happy. All right. I am not a financial advisor, and nothing I say or do should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. Shout out to the 672 beautiful souls in the live, 245 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. Let's go, baby! I would greatly appreciate it if we can push all the way to the upside. And there's the short pummeling down, 28,270, right? And I think I may be in the money now, and I'm still not in the money. I would have sworn I entered the short here and there, but I guess both times I was late on it. Only down $3 right now. I feel like adding a touch to the short based on that 1 hour time frame. Liquidation would be 30,000. Add another 120 to the short. It didn't fill, huh? $23,339. Look how fast it went against me. Using just 1% of portfolio. You see that? 1% of margin. You see that? Still didn't add. Like, this is crazy. Whenever I catch shorts, whenever I'm about to enter, they pummel the price. I hadn't switched the price yet either, though. Slow down when you're doing this. You might enter the position twice. Still won't give it to me. Dude, look how fast the price is. Like, they won't give it to me. It's like I know the price is dropping and they won't give me the short. Finally gave it to me. Finally gave it to me. All right. And we will see very low leverage, 15x, $250. Not a lot of money. All right. My liquidation price is $30,020. All right. For me to lose $250, right? I don't risk a lot. I don't like to risk a lot of my portfolio. It's foolish. If you're smart and patient, over time, little bits of money will turn into bigger bits of money. You never need to make huge amounts of money. See? All you need to do is consistently be profitable. Everyone thinks they have to make these huge wins. Just not what happens, you know. Caught some gnarly waves in catching the Lifer live stream. What a day to be alive, man. Crypto surfer, man. It's so cool that you got to surf today. Unbelievable. I wish I got to surf today. That'd be unbelievable. So shout out to everybody here on the live. We have a major bearish div here. All right. On the 1 hour time frame. And I'm thinking of shorting that. And that's it. And I see a pullback for Bitcoin. If you're new to the channel, just jumping on in. We see a bunch of new people here. We're watching the 4 hour pullback to the 21. It got too far for the 21. Whenever you get that far for the 21 on liquidation, you're coming back down. It is what it is. And we have our key levels of support and resistance. We looked at the weekly. We looked at the 3 day. We looked at the daily. We moved all the way to the 4 hour and the 1 hour. We even kind of gandered at the smaller time frames for you as well. But at the end of the day, I believe these are great areas to short the market. These quick little pump ups are just places to add to the short. But again, you do whatever makes you happy. I'm down $4, 1.8% on the short. We'll see what happens. And I'll give it to the trading group later on to see what goes on. Caspa continuing up above 5 cents. Caspa has just been an absolute bruiser. I swung traded recently, but that's the last time I touched it. Let's take a look at Casper and what it's doing. I mean, it broke out. Now it's retesting right now, looking like it's about to get a huge pump on this 4 hour time frame to the upside. Casper just absolutely soaring. Bit of a Sammy cup and handy here. Let's take a look. I'm going to delete everything. Look at the bigger time frames. Even though I do my analysis every day, sometimes it helps me just to do it over and over again. So Casper, right here, it's making a bit of an ascending triangle, right off the bat. Caspa. This could also be looked at somewhat like a rising wedge, though, if it eventually fills out the rising wedge, right? Rising wedges do break down. Does this come all the way back down? You're getting overbought on the 3-day chart. You also have a bearish div on the 3-day. This swings up while that swings down. That's what's keeping me kind of like, huh. But what's interesting is you had a pretty strong bearish div here as this swung down on the RSI, and this is swinging up, and you only got the pullback right to resist. You pulled back right to support. You did not break support. Previous resistance became new support. That was your entry at 3 cents. I wanted lower at 2.6, and I was pretty greedy about it, and I didn't get back in, and I missed this pump. I did swing trade it, but only like 15,000 for $500. I didn't get, and I didn't get back into Casper when I wanted to. I waited on that fib and we never got it, right? Casper just continued to explode. Like, even when I look at it now, it's like it's a little overbought on some big time frames. Our daily suggested it's about to rip, though. So the daily says, hey, who cares what's happening? This is an ascending triangle right here. So you can keep seeing these little ascending triangles. The daily for Casper says you're about to go all the way to 7.5 cents. And you're about to rip. And there's bullish divergence on the indicator too as well. And honestly, if this thing flies, it's going to go parabolic out the rising wedge. And you're going to see Casper start an absolute parabola. If you were in my trading group, we started buying Casper way back at the beginning of this move, right? So Casper looks interesting to me for sure. I don't know what just happened. I hit the 3-month accidentally. It's weird. It got rid of my parabola. I don't know why. Looks like TradingView is messing up right now. All right. There we go. Just got stuck. So this is beginning a parabola. Like, either that or the whole price is going to crash back down. I mean, it's been showing really strong support for Casper. Now, I get in at 4.4. If I get back in at 5, it's not the worst thing in the world, right? It's pretty close to my sell, and I did make over 10 grand, so it's not like the worst thing in the world, all right? Do I enter Casper now? That's the question. Let's take a look at our 4-hour time frame, our 1-hour time frame. They look pretty good. Our daily looks all right. Our 3-day says it's been, the time to get in was later. But I've seen it plow away on the 3-day too, so interesting enough. I like what all the time frames are at. This thing looks like it could definitely moon. And I'm thinking of pulling off remember my Bitcoin positions that I had in case? I'm going to pull those off. I was going to pull them off, but I said I'll wait for everyone to be live with me for me to pull them off, right? And remember, that's how beautiful this idea is. I nailed the Bitcoin trade, but I also had the idea that maybe it won't play out, right? You always have to be open-minded. I've learned this, man, through trading, to never tell myself I know what's happening. To be open-minded, to be easy on myself, right? You don't know what's going to happen, all right? So this is what I'm going to do. I really like Casper long-term. I think it's a great project, all right? So I'm going to go over to MEXC, right? Sorry, I hit the wrong button there. I'm going to MEXC spot. I'm on MEXC spot right now, all right? And Sean, don't forget to always send me those links every morning if you can. It just helps me out a lot. I find them later in the chat. But these are the links here that I want you to check out. Number one, you can go to my brand new website, CryptoLifer.com, where we're ready to rock you and give you everything you need. But right here too, join the trading group, hit the link to the Discord if you want to join the Me6 link right there. But it's better to join through the website. Me6 takes 3%, then Stripe takes 3%. So if you join through the website, I gain 3%. So it's better off if you go to my website at the end of the day, but I don't mind how you do it. Some people still pay Patreon, which I laugh about because I can't stand that company, but they take so much from the creator, it's ridiculous. Like, they're not there for the creator. They're there to make money off you. They're there to just give you the basics and take you to the downside, The short's likely to play out based on my indicators, but we'll go from there. All right. The higher the XY is, the harder it feels like it's going to crash. Exactly. There you go. And we'll pin this right here. This is pinned. The trading group is pinned and MEXC is pinned. So look, I have all these orders for Bitcoin. 22,297. We're going to cancel that. Put $2,000 back in the till. We're going to cancel the 23,250. We're going to cancel the 24,200. We're going to cancel the 23,800. We're going to cancel the 24,900. Key levels will have to be broken, and I can list those back down on the level, right? And it's funny, look, my buy for JOYSTREAM never got filled. Wow, that was a later buy, but still, they never filled me at 3.6. So look, now we got a bunch of money back in the till, right? 13,000 released back in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm going to put $2,000 back into Casper now. You get it? I am going to start buying back my Casper bags. Unfortunately, higher than I did sell them. But I made so many good trades that I'm so up on Casper that is house money that I'm putting back into Casper right now. All right. And for one reason, it didn't fill. Let's see why. I always go up on the price, really, just so I can get my fill. There you go. And you can see it got filled all the way. There you go. So buying back my Casper bags here, I think I'm going to be pretty greedy. I'm going to buy back about $4,000 of it. I'm going to keep more for the later on, right? So there, I just went from 13 to 9. You saw me spend $4,000 in Casper right here in front of you. All right? And that could turn into $2,000 pretty fast if that goes up 59%. I am bullish on Casper. I like what I'm seeing for Casper. Casper about to blast to the upside. I'm just saying, like, it had a chance to get sold off. Bitcoin rallied. Casper showing a lot of strength. Also, it's connected to Bitcoin in a way. It has a similar mining capabilities, has the similar, like, brain and backbone. It was built off of the idea of Bitcoin, just kind of enhanced. It's Bitcoin 2.0, really, and people don't realize that. Casper has some amazing qualities, and it can do damage. Fast transactions. I see a possible 50x coming for Casper to $2.50 from this 5-cent region, right? Yeah, there'd be about a 20x to $1. Yeah, about a 50x. All right. Bitcoin slowing to the downside. We should be in the money here on the short now, barely. Should have went heavy at 28.5. You'd be in the money right now. But again, I see this pulling back on the 1 hour time frame, and we told you there was going to be a pullback here for Bitcoin. We're deadly accurate here on this channel. When we say there's a pullback, it's about 90% accurate. It's coming back because the indicators show us we have all the information. We have the information most people don't have, and we study that information every single day. So over time, you think we would be the most accurate channel because we take the least amount of time off of any channel on technical analysis. Other channels, they make like one video recorded a day. Are they live every single day? Can you see, for all you know, they just made a 5-minute video that day. You see me live for 2 hours every day in the charts, no matter what. No matter what. And today, I secretly wanted to take a day off today. Today was one of those days I woke up and I was just like, I used my back a lot for my daughter's birthday. My back was aching a little bit this morning. It's a little slower getting out of I did still work out. I hit my workout. But today was the day I was like, I want to play hooky. You know what I mean? Even I want to play hooky sometimes. Even I wake up and I'm like, you know what? Can I just go walk in the woods today and not look at the charts? You know what I mean? But I have obligations to each and every one of you to do what I love, and it is what it is, baby. Wow, I got in. Entry price was $250. That's so whack, man. I thought I got in up in here. So I was getting in when this went down. Then it came back up again. Playing games. So it is it's the 1 minute chart. So we are in the money now, though. 2 beans. It's so silly. But that should make us $50-$60 to add to the win from yesterday. Is there an invite code? Yeah, it's right here, man. Just hit the link, dude. Hit the link. It brings you there, right there. You just hit the link. The code is the end there. 1TYSF. That's my code. But just hit the link, bro. Make it easy on yourself. Don't reinvent the wheel. You got this. You can do it. You can do it. Trust me. You got it. You got it. So let's move forward in this channel. We go over Bitcoin, the DXY, S&P futures, and so many other aspects of the market to keep you privy of what's happening. All right? To keep you privy. We also have elite traders pumping out altcoin trades all the time, every single day. Shout out to my elite. God bless you all. All right? Task, and then they have the Casper branded Tangem wallet cards. All right? I got the Tangem wallet right here. Your security is our priority. All right? Pretty cool how it comes out like that. Look. Woo, woo, woo. Shout out to Tangem. They didn't send me this. They should have, though. Anyone knows Tangem, send them something. Say, hey, Lifer's talking about you guys. You may want to do a deal. They probably will run right on it, Shout out to Abdominal Bread, man, making 2,600% gains on the Bitcoin long, man. From 25,000 all the way to 28,352. Like, unbelievable. Like, look at that long he made. 200% gains on the long. It's insane. I love your profile pic, love learning, right? With Mara stock market call up 10%, right? Yeah, I called Mara banging on him. That thing boomed. You know what I mean? Mara, baby. And Mara is going to be a play on Bitcoin, you know, because as Bitcoin continues to go up, Marathon continues to boom to the upside. All right. That's my buy zone right there on the 1 hour time frame. And it's back to 9 beans. Yeah, it was $8 when we looked at it recently. Up a nice, basically 1/8, a little over 10%. Revisiting the previous resistance, and Bitcoin starts to move, this thing will moon. You got a shoulder, a head, and a bit of a right shoulder there too. You get above this point of control, you are gone. So look for Mara to break above $10. Once it's above 10, I don't see how it won't moon all the way to 26 with a nice gainer. Bitcoin's on fire. The weekly Stokes told the story, baby. Yeah. Shout out to everybody in my trading group. We love you. I love watching the gains in the trading group. It's insane. If you join my trading group today, look at the gains. This guy made $150 on comp, $200 on comp too as well. $285 on Bitcoin. 107% gains, 246% gains. Look at all these gains. 51%, 345, $600 on the long right there. Banging on them. This profit is just from this week. I recently challenged myself to take $100 and turned it into $1,000 across several small but highly leveraged trades. The account started at about $300 total. The other $200 is being margined as stop losses for these trades, and now the account is sitting just shy of $1,600. Like, this is what people are doing in the trading group, man. Every single day. Look, $1,000. Dude, he long for 91%. This dude long $240 he made on Pepe. 496 he made on Bitcoin. 230 on Acro. Like these people are serious, and these are the people you're going to hang out with. DJ Frodo, he's been in the group a long time just doing damage. Crypto pioneer, my man. And people just taking massive gains here. Done for the day. Happy with the gains. Not get too greedy. Lifer in the group is my number one, man. Look at this, man. And then the testimonials, just insane. I started 2 months with $500 in my account. Now I have $5K in total. And I've enrolled for the Master Friends Master Leverage class today. I'm pretty sure I'm going to turn 5 to 6 figures before 2023 has ended. Sam Price, you have changed my perspective about life, and I'm on my way to financial freedom. I can't thank you enough for this. I became free, so now I let you become free. Together, we free ourselves, everybody. And look, now they're liquidating some shorts too. That's why I'm light right now. They're going to go after it. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs. It's False Move Monday. Remember, it's still Monday. We don't need to trade today. We don't have to force ourselves into a trade just because Bitcoin did something crazy. We can relax. We can step back. All right? We can take the wins, take a deep breath, and remember that we don't need to force anything at all for any reason. We are in control. All right? Not the market's telling us what to do. We are in control. All right? So Tether market share on Binance is a 17-month high. So, wow. Chase Bank is so whack. So whack. You know what I mean? Wow. Litecoin looks like it's about to blast. We'll take a look at that too as well. Litecoin looking pretty money to the upside. All right. Remember, this week we have unlockings for SUI, NEAR, TKO, and MGT. All right? They're going to unlock these coins. Not a good look. All right? When they unlock, what happens? A lot of dumpage. Could be some easy shorts for us, everybody. I don't want to say easy, but simple. Right? So remember, these are all going to get probably dumped. SUI, NEAR, TKO, and GMT all have token unlocks coming, which means a bunch of tokens are going to enter the ecosystem. The 3rd, the 4th, the 7th, the 8th. We got to pay attention to that. Remember, that's a fun way to make some money shorting when you know there's a token unlock. We know more about the on-chain data. It's going to help us make some moves. All right? 28,300 is a strong resistance now for Bitcoin. Likely, if it can't get above that, short this market to the downside. I already gave you my Bitcoin update. I see a short coming for Bitcoin. Mara looking pretty nice. Let's take a look at the DXY because we have to. Hey, DXY got spikes up with Bitcoin. They don't want Bitcoin getting the shine. They literally tried to manipulate the price of the dollar back up. It's so funny, man. So it pumps with Bitcoin, which you can believe is just because you have to understand. There's going to be a point where people are going to sell off foreign currencies for the dollar, and then Bitcoin's halving is going to pump Bitcoin. So look, they pump together. It's very rare when Bitcoin and the dollar pump together, but they did, right? But now the dollar wants to continue up a little bit, but it's double topping It's a double top right there. I mean, look at that. And look, it's even kind of slowly. It's a bearish div slightly. Look at the shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder, though. Inverted head and shoulder played to the upside, and the neckline to the head was the measured move. If you know your patterns, man, I'm telling you right now. I'm going to be honest. Like, I don't know anything about... I'm going to say something crazy, but I don't know any ICT at all. Like, I never studied ICT. I don't know anything about when the monthly candles close or the weeklies. And I make constant gains. And I'm not saying you have to know it, but I've never studied it. And I've been making gains for over 10 years now in the markets because here's the reason why. You can study the entire war and try to enter in at perfect times, or you can just always have a gun on you and shoot. And eventually you're gonna make, you know what I mean? Like, there's different ways to trade for different people. But most people, they don't have the staying power I have to just nail the market. So they need to analyze every little piece and try to get in there. Or you could just have staying power and you could just slam with the market over and over again. And as long as you have proper risk management, you're going to make it. I'm not saying I'm not going to learn these concepts. I'm still going to sit with my man and learn them. But I want to let you know that I've never done any of those things. And by studying the DXY, by studying the Bitcoin, by studying Bitcoin dominance, I can see the markets, everyone. So I just want to let you know, like, whatever concept you study, just make sure the people that you learn from are showing you exactly what's happening. Like, am I nailing Bitcoin consistently? If I am, then there's really nothing you can say about my system. You can criticize it all you want. You can laugh at me. You can say Sammy Cup and Handy. You can say whatever you want. But I'm here every single day with almost 50,000 subs, banging on them with the same strategy for the last year and a half. My elites pick up the same strategy. My elites are banging on trades all the time. If you learn exactly what my elites teach you and you stick with us. For instance, there's two people in the game. There's the stock traders trading, right? There's the stock trader that doesn't understand Bitcoin right now, all right? And he may be even a better trader than me. He may be making 100 grand a month. He may be making 50 grand a month, right? I might make 20 grand a month, but I'm stacking Bitcoins, right? So I might end up with 20 Bitcoin. This person ends up with 2 mil. They keep trading. They go up and down, right? Eventually, Bitcoin soars. This gets inflated. Their 2 mil becomes 1 million. The 20 Bitcoin becomes like $5 million. I just think the person that understands the Bitcoin concept above just even trading will make more money. I'm trying to give you fundamental ideas about money. I'm teaching you about currencies around the world. I'm teaching you about the history of fiat currencies from the very beginning all the way till now. It's more than trading, all right? I'm teaching you how to value money the proper way. I'm showing you the best form of money in the world based on scarcity. I say it with like kind of a vengeance in a way, in just this passion, because I don't live in fear, but my one concern is that people join my trading group and miss out because they don't hear the concepts in which I'm teaching because they're so deep and they have so much deep, like, details to them that they don't understand what I'm saying. They miss out. They think it's all about trading and they just become a great trader. They don't realize it's more than that. I want to give you a financial education. I want to teach you. There's a reason we stack BTC. Like right now, if you're trading great and you're making tons of gains and you're not stacking Bitcoin, that's not my strategy, right? So I became, I got out of the rat race understanding what money was, understanding that the dollar was not money. It was a form of currency, and getting myself into the best form of money was really what made me wealthy. Like, well, I'm not wealthy yet, but what made me somewhat, better off than most, right? Is the best thing I can say. And I'm not bragging. I'm trying to explain to you, you don't need 1,000 concepts. You need support or resistance. You need Fibonacci. You need patterns. You need divergences. With those concepts, I'm telling you right now, your mind will be blown, Because what I worry is you might get into other concepts and then miss all the beautiful trades that I put out because you're so stuck in some other place. And I got to get you to focus. So my concern, that's just my biggest concern, right? That years from now, a bunch of people make a few $100,000, but they end up losing most of it or half of it because they don't understand how to preserve their wealth, right? You can get rich. Anyone can get rich. Can you stay rich? Not everyone, but people get rich, and can you stay rich? Do you know how to manage it? Do you know how to manage your emotions while you get more money? That's why I teach prayer. That's why I teach working out. That's why I teach taking care of the body. That's why I teach family. Because if you align yourself with God, prayer, family, working out, as you amass more and more wealth, you won't act like a pompous, horrible person. You won't get full of your head and do stupid things. You'll keep the family structure. You'll continuously push through. You'll go to, have that moment with God. You'll humble yourself after a big win. You'll humble yourself after a big loss. Whatever it is, it's so important that you're taking care of the mind and the emotional structure of the body. Because if you do get to make millions of dollars, which many of you will, and this market rips, you don't want to become someone who thinks you're the best just because you got $3 million in the bank, $5 million in the bank. You want to be the same humble, awesome person you were when you had a peanut butter jelly sandwich in your backpack when you were 8 years old. You want to keep that child spirit in you. You want to keep that child spirit. All right? You really do. You want to keep that child spirit. You don't want to lose that spirit. That spirit is what keeps you pure, man. I always joke like a kid. I always, we had a bouncy house. I was the only adult. At one point, I did go in the bouncy house with my little 2-year-old because I wanted to bounce around with the kids. I wanted to feel like a kid, and I'm not ashamed. I'm not afraid to take a stand, Anyway, we got a bit of a double top of the DXY here. A little bit of bearish div slightly too. We do not want to see the DXY break 106.90. If it does that, things can start to get kind of heated. We want to see this double top and a break to the downside. The bigger time frames say it's going to dip. I don't know how they keep pressing this. Doesn't make any sense. The 3-day chart wants to dump on you. The daily wants to dump on you. You're in a rising wedge, right? So only time will tell. But again, I see a double top of the 1-hour time frame for the dollar index. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. All right. Shot to the upside. And we talked about how Bitcoin dominance looked like it wanted to break out of this channel here that we showed you. See this? I even have my line up like, wow, could dominance get all the way back up to 54? I mean, when dominance is back above 50, that's a big deal. That means, 50% of the people are buying Bitcoin. It kind of also says what people are doing. Most of their money, they want to get into BTC. All right? Most of their money, they want to ride Bitcoin. They don't want to ride anything else. So key concepts to pay attention to every single day here. The dollar index. If you're not looking at the dollar every day, I don't know where your head may be at. You know what I mean? You got to look at the dollar every single day. All right. Anyway, so another thing is too, I don't trade London because I have a family and I don't want to be up all night. You know what I mean? So I trade New York in Bitcoin because it suits my lifestyle, right? Other time frames will keep you up till 2, 3 in the morning, and then you wake up and your day will be ruined. So like whether you're on the East Coast, West Coast too, kind of like for me personally, like working out super important. My lifestyle is important. I don't let the market control my lifestyle, So look, previous resistance, you have resistance right here at 50.30. That came back down. You got a beautiful bounce. Falling wedge broke to the upside. Bit of a cup and handle too. And Bitcoin dominance just shot to the upside. Watch your altcoins in your BTC pairs. All right. Right. So this is a key concept here. And look, now you're above a resistance at 50.30. It's interesting. Very interesting. Previous resistance can become support. It's a big deal. All right. So anyway, look at this. Bitcoin dominance resistance right here at 50.76. I mean, yeah. So as long as Bitcoin dominance stays above this resistance at 50.34, man, this can get crazy. And look at the daily for Bitcoin dominance. It's suggesting that Bitcoin is going to continue. And this is a falling wedge with a measured move. Tell you right now, it's Bitcoin season, baby. And I put out a graph for my trading group too. That's another thing that you got to understand. Bitcoin dominance, Bitcoin. There's so much to go over that people are going to miss if they're not focused. You know what I mean? I just realized it's such a focused niche that you want to be in. Altcoin season, Bitcoin season. We breached, we came back down. We're in Bitcoin season right now. And the deeper we get in. But it's heavy Bitcoin season right now for sure, right? Trending right now would be nice. Harry Potter, Inu, Velos, Baby, Dogecoin, and Bella Protocol. are trending today. Baby Doge. So Bitcoin dominance on the daily suggests a bigger move is coming. Look for a slight pullback on like the smaller time frames. And that's the pullback for Bitcoin. So Bitcoin just getting a little pullback, and then it looks like it's gearing up for a bigger move. Remember, Bitcoin just got above key areas. 28,001, all these key areas Bitcoin just got above. So, I mean, yeah. 723 people on the live. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. 331 likes. $11.99, baby, to the upside. And again, the truth hurts. I talk the truth. I just say the truth. Some people look at me like, oh, why'd you say that? I'm like, I just say whatever I feel, man. You know? I wear red pants. Doesn't mean I don't like blue pants when I wear red pants. I have red pants on today. All right? Matching my maroon shirt. You guys don't believe it, right? All right. I'll probably fall down doing this. Yeah, that's not going to do it. I don't have a nice, this might work here. But I do. I have some red pants on today. They match. They look really nice. The red, you know. Anyway. Just want to let you guys know. Someone asked me the other day, do I wear pants during the live stream, or do I just sit like Kevin O'Leary in my underwear? You know what I mean? Anyway. So we couldn't get above 29,300. You can see where we're battling it very, very, we just keep battling it. We still got liquidity up here to the upside, but it suggests that we come down first and kind of grab this red bar on BOOKMAP. But anything is possible. Anything is possible. All right. Okay. Wow, still on that MAV coin. TRB still looks possible too. So Bitcoin dominance, slight pullback, but I see a big move coming. It's not over yet. And when Bitcoin dominance wants to move like that, be careful. Let's look at Tether dominance. And remember we went over this. We kept showing you Tether dominance and Bitcoin dominance and breaking down the fact that they didn't look the same, So look at this. Let's look at this bigger concept here. So if we look at Bitcoin dominance, Tether dominance, and we juxtapose the two, and we look at them closely, you can see, look, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, back down to the bottom of the pattern. This is just pattern trading 101, everybody, right? And we had this pattern drawn the whole time. We had bearish div up here, a strong bearish div. I mean, look at it. On the daily. So you got strong bearish divergence on the daily, right? Right there, that's swinging up. Well, that's swinging down. That tells you it's a wrap. That alone was like, it's time to pump Bitcoin. And that was Bitcoin's bullish. If you flip that upside down, that's Bitcoin right there. And we traded this, remember? We traded the same idea. Bitcoin was doing, this is exactly Bitcoin. Bing, right? So, and look, shoulder, head, right shoulder. That was Bitcoin's head and shoulder pattern that I found on the daily, right? It was very rare, but there it is. Look, shoulder, head, right shoulder to the downside, baby. It was all written for us. Like, it's all there for you. Like, the charts told you what to do. You just couldn't see it. I could see this. I was able to see this concept. I was looking at Tether dominance. All right. So now expect, maybe a slight pullback, but the beautiful thing is if we kind of just consolidate now and then boop, and symmetrical triangles mainly break to the downside. And so we would love to see this break down, but only time will tell. But right now, things are looking pretty good for Bitcoin, to say the least. Let's take a look at the NQ. All right. And let's see here. Remember last night I went over the NQ in this week, and I'm calling for a pump, I'm calling for a pump for the NQ up to about 15,365. All right. And I'm going to explain what I'm looking at here on the NQ. Remember, had you taken my call originally with this falling and this inverted head and shoulder and just stayed in the call, you'd be up so much right now. But again, do whatever makes you happy. You can trade small time frames, but I really caution you to move into bigger time frames, into swing trade. I'll be honest. I'm gonna make something really clear for you. You're worth $5,000, let's just say, in your whole bank account. So you need to swing trade $1,000 into 2,000, right? I mean, of course, you need to be on the smaller time frames. 2 years go by, you end up with 100 grand. All right. Wouldn't you rather put like 50 grand to 30 grand in on like a 2 to 3 week trade and turn it into and make 15 to 20,000 off of that? Or would you rather sit on the smaller time frames with $2,000 to $3,000 every single day, battling the markets to make almost the same amount? Eventually, if you keep going and you get well, you're going to get to $1 million in your account. Are you going to sit there and swing trade $1 million? Are you going to really take 100x on $1 million? Or are you going to put in 20 grand and just swing it for 10% a day and make $2,000? Right? Or just, what my point is, once you become wealthier, you will trade bigger time frames, period. You won't have a choice. Your orders will be too big. You'll move the market on smaller time frames. So when you try to get in with $100,000, so you're going to have to buy 5 grand every couple of days. If it's an all corner, you know what I mean? The bigger your money, the more tactical you have to be to enter the market. You can't just go in whenever you want because you can move it, especially if it's a smaller coin. So I'm just teaching you, eventually you're going to have to learn how to swing trade, even if you don't want to, if you want to become a wealthy person, because you're going to have to swing money. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say to you if you're taking a financial advice. But eventually you're going to swing trade bigger, fine. There may be some guy in 10 million, he loves the smaller time frames, but if you really want to manage your wealth, probably you want to do the right thing. I'm telling you right now, you're going to have to learn how to swing trade bigger time frames. And if you're stuck on the smaller time frames your whole life, I don't see how you're going to become a billionaire. I just don't. I could be wrong, but the bigger your portfolio, the bigger the trade is, the longer time it's going to take, the more money you're going to make. I'm just, and that should be the general progression of any trader in their life. Small time frames, bigger, 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 bigger. I didn't look at the weekly when I started trading. There was no point. I had no money in my account. I wasn't going to grab something and hold it for years. I didn't understand those concepts. Okay? Right? So look at the NQ. It's in a beautiful symmetrical triangle. It's got a double bottom with a higher low right there. It got above the point of control. Once you get above a POC, you're likely to head to the high volume node. That's the next target, 15,361. Don't reinvent the wheel, right? 1 hour still is momentum to the upside. So here's your idea. You could wait for this to break, hit this resistance, and ride that right there from here to there. Beautiful trade on the NQ. NQ broke out of a falling wedge. I love trading flags after we've broken out of a wedge above a point of control. Moving average is getting tight. You're about to get a golden cross. The 50 is crossing the 200 SMA. Another thing, people that aren't watching the moving averages, they teach you a story. Look at the last time right there. Boom. Similar idea. Low with a higher low with the 50 crossing. So I am calling a pump on the NQ. It's looking pretty interesting. Daily is ready to rock. The whole world was bearish. They were telling everyone we were going to go down. I said that. You remember I said to everyone, I said they're telling everyone we're about to dump. Whole world's bearish on the NQ. I'm trying to see where I wrote it. I'm like, they want everyone to short the market. You know what I mean? They want everyone to short the market. So I've been long NQ, and I've been telling you why. I've been going over it over and over again. You do whatever makes you happy again. Such a key. That's one of the strongest divergences you'll ever see on the NQ. Right there. We called that divergence. We showed you this inverted head and shoulder. I drew the right shoulder before it was even there on the NQ. I said, look for the right shoulder for the move here. Bang. So crazy. I'll start giving you live NQ calls every single day, and you'll see how accurate they are. And I don't need to know anything else but price action right in front of me because I have years of it in my mind. So I guess I have an edge that other people don't have. So I can see just a little bit, and this little bit can teach me so much because I've seen so much. All right. Now, again, I'm open-minded. We must break back above this key level at 1557 to remain bullish. That's why a key area would be if you can break above that and retest it. Wow. Even a retest here of this trend line would be nice. But above this PLC is a really good look. And we got a gap telling us we can easily get up here. There's a big gap in the VRVP. It's a fair value gap. We fell down fast. We can go up fast. This is where they slam people down quickly. They're gonna run the short. So they're gonna keep the fear. For the next few days, they're going to keep the fear up because they need more people to short the market in order to get this move. So I would watch the NQ for a move to the upside here on the daily time frame. And I should basically give you ideas. The retest of 1559 looks like a beautiful entry for the NQ. You trade it however you want. S&P looking similar. Only thing about the S&P looks shoulder, head, kind of a right shoulder there. But similar concept on the S&P. Let's look at the S&P kind of fresh again. I'm going to delete all my work. I haven't looked at it in big time frames in a while. So we'll look at the weekly. I made that line accidentally. Apologize. So look at the weekly. Previous resistance becomes support. Right? Bang. Bang. Comes back down to the line. Tightness. Boom. Look at your weekly. Looks a lot like Bitcoin's weekly. And I'm telling you, that's bullish consolidation. Right? That tells me somewhere by October of 20, in a year from now. And remember, every single time you bought the Dow Jones or any big market in October, so look at the DJI. I have every October for you, diligently created on the weekly. A great concept that I made for everyone. Same idea here. Are we going to make a Dow Jones and continue? I mean, if they keep printing money, there's nothing else that the markets can do. The markets have to absorb the money that they print. They can't keep doing things for our country without printing money. We're in debt. There's no money. Don't you get it? There's no money anymore. People don't understand this. There's no money. They're in debt. They're like a household that has every credit card maxed out. The only way for any politician to do anything is to beg the Federal Reserve to go further into debt. Please, we want to go further into debt. Please, we want more, you know? And they're like, dude, like, so I don't see, so either the entire system collapses and we go all the way to the downside and we reset off some type of gold standard with the XRP and the whole reset that we're talking about. Or, you know, we see some issues. You know, I'm telling you right now, Bitcoin's very likely to go to the downside. I got a short open in front of everyone, and I don't like to lose publicly, so it's very likely the short plays out, but you never know. I'm not 100%, so there's no guarantees. So look at the S&P. I mean, and the other thing is if you bought in October, by the next October, so this says if you buy the S&P in October, next October, you're going to be so paid. All right? Same thing with the Dow Jones Industrial. So this is what I see happening. Again, I could be wrong, but it's starting to make a cup and handle here, a Sammy cup and handy, and that's like my go-to for a move here. So Sammy cup and handy forming on the weekly on the S&P. You can't deny this. Beautiful support with a bounce. Beautiful support on this point of control. I called this reversal, if you remember, in October. I have a video out there right now, and I'm saying this is going to reverse. I said, I'm calling a reversal in all world markets. Had you played that, you'd have made so much money in multiple ideas. You know, so many things are up from the lows. Google, Amazon, you know, Walmart. I mean, it's just insane. Anyway, a guy next to me on the plane who happened to know someone I knew by coincidence. I eventually called this bottom, and I was like, dude, the whole market's about to erupt. I said, this is the bottom for the S&P based on this indicator. I said, you don't see this. You never see a weekly bullish divergence. You just never see it. That's why I called the bottom for Bitcoin too as well, unless a pandemic, you know, some type of black swan event comes. So here's your S&P. As long as you stay above 4184, you have nothing to worry about, everybody. You break that, fine. And remember, you're also above the 200 SMA on the daily, bullish. You're above the 200 SMA on the 3-day, bullish. And you got to flip the 200 SMA on the 4-hour. That's like your first kind of step. So we look at the smaller time frame, and I see the broadening falling wedge. Same thing on the DX on the ES1 S&P NQ the Nasdaq futures. So boom, look at that. I mean, bang, bang, bang. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Remember, we teach class every single Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern Time with Grandmaster Friend. Become a leverage master. Stop losing trades. Just learn some key new concepts about leverage trading. You don't have to do every single thing he tells you, but you have to learn. You know what I mean? Like, I don't do everything everyone told me, but I'll learn. He's going to teach you things that you never knew. I've been trading for 15 years, and he taught me things that I never knew. I have new skills, and I have new repertoire in my tools that are really, really amazing, all right? So jump on into Leverage Mastery class every single Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern time. I'm telling you right now, he tirelessly works hard. Then for $150, you get into like a mentoring session. He basically guides you for 2 months with that $150. It'll blow your mind. So jump on it today. I'm telling you what, it'll blow your mind. All right. Yeah, unlock dates, push price down. Exactly. Do the math, bro. That's exactly what they do. Wow, now they're bringing the price back up and down now. Look at this thing, swinging it. It's Monday, baby. I can't stand trading Mondays. I usually never trade Mondays. It's just pointless, you know? There's a if I'm in a trade and I'm already too invested, fine. But I don't go hard on Mondays if I don't have to. There's no need. There's a bit of an inverted head and shoulder here that could break us out too. 4 hours starting to get low. We just look for this 4 hour to make a higher low, everyone. And as the 200, the 21 and the 200 get far apart, you pump back up to the 200 SMA. I see a reversal easily coming for the S&P out of this falling wedge back to the upside. All right. So I'm calling a reversal for the S&P just like I called one down here. We'll reverse back in October, so only time will tell, baby. Only time will tell. Let's jump on into the news real quick and break it down. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah. Reporting for duty, Jimmy in the house. God bless you, Jimmy. Thank you for always being here with us every single day. You're the best. You're the best, Jimmy. We love you. And you could have given up many times. Many people would have, honestly. I just, you know, you inspired me when you didn't give up, man. And you helped other people too, every day. So we still have the bouncy house. They didn't take it yet. So my wife's she's going to play with the baby in the bouncy house. I see her lifting the bouncy house up right now. Z-Sync implements first Stark-based ZK client for Bitcoin, dude. ZeroSync has deployed a system based on zero-knowledge proofs for the Bitcoin network. The project facilitates Bitcoin users to validate the network state without downloading the entire blockchain. Dude, blockchain developer ZeroSync has implemented its first client system based on the Stark proofs for the Bitcoin header chain. The project built on Starkware's Cairo programming language will enable Bitcoin's users to validate the state of the network without having to download the blockchain or trust a third party leveraging Starks, a type of ZK proof developed by Starkware. I mean, I believe Bitcoin will continue to grow. And everyone thinks it's like, oh, it's a dinosaur. Come on, man. It's the biggest chain in the world with the most money, most security. Dude, crypto funds break outflow streak as Bitcoin dominates and Solana continues to shine. Digital asset investment products recorded net inflows of 21 million for the first time in 6 weeks, despite Chase Bank. Despite all these people trying to block people from getting into crypto, not happening. They don't get it. It's too big, baby. It's too big. Grayscale's moved to convert its Ethereum trust to a spot Ether ETF. Grayscale and New York Stock Exchange ARCA have filed to convert Grayscale Ethereum trust into a spot Ether ETF. And they own all that Ether. That's a good sign. And then they'll buy more. It's only going to pump the price of Ethereum to the upside. I found more Ethereum that I didn't know I had the other day. Super excited about that. I hold about 20 Ethereum. Bang, bang, bang. I hold about 20 ETH, baby. 20 ETH. And I should hold more. I get it. But I've just never been an ETH fiend. It's not my thing. All right. Chainlink unveils data streams to reduce latency, expands decentralized computing. Dude, Chainlink's getting into decentralized computing and breaking like the chain of legacy Web3 and fintech. I mean, it's also, right? It's also basically working with Microsoft. Okay. There's so much going on with Chainlink. It's ridiculous. If Chainlink can't, I believe Chainlink can get to $150 a coin. Chainlink, baby. I've been buying Chainlink since $1.78. I love Chainlink. It's been quiet for a long time. No one's really talked about it, but it's back on the forefront. Chainlink Data Streams combines low latency market data and automated execution to unlock a new generation of ultra-fast, user-friendly derivative products, according to the company. Low latency market data refers to financial market data that is delivered without delay. I mean, this is a big deal for Chainlink. And Grayscale moves to convert its ETF to a spot. That's another thing that we covered. So I just, there's a lot of awesome news today. You can see it happening. You can see that we're taking over the SWIFT system with Chainlink. And that's in Chainlink taking over SWIFT. That's another thing I want to bring up. Taking over the SWIFT system, how we used to send money internationally throughout the world. Chainlink just capitalizing on that. This is going to be a big deal. So shout out to everybody here. I love you all. My name is Samuel James Price. I go over the news every single day. My name is Samuel James Price. I'm the Crypto Lifer, and every single day I go over the news. I bring you the fastest, funnest news in a 3 to 5 minute segment to kind of show you what's happening in crypto, fintech, and Web3. And let's jump into it right now. That was the intro, guys. Then you guys can cut it back. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching the news. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. I'm Sam Price. We are the Lifers. Jump on into the next live stream. I'm here every day, baby. Thank you. All right. Moving forward, it's 11:28 p.m. We've gone over the S&P, the Dow. We have gone over the S&P, the NQ, Tether dominance, Bitcoin dominance. Let's take a look at the entire market cap of all of cryptocurrencies, and let's look at our key areas of support or resistance. Let's break it down. I had this falling wedge. I wanted to break us back to the upside. I had drawn this key concept, right? And I said, hey, there's a chance here. We're making this type of consolidated pattern, and we're going to bounce to the upside. Look at my target. Now, my flag fell further down, but that target hit exactly, which is $1.1 trillion. So total market cap never lost. It got very close. We went down to 979, but we sturdily came back above $1 trillion. Really, the $1 trillion market cap never wanted to fall down. And another thing that's bullish, whenever you see a massively bearish pattern, and we negated. The second you break the lows of the bearish pattern here, I mean, that's a wrap. Also, there was hidden bearish divergence here. The same thing on Bitcoin on the 3-day chart. And I went over this over and over and over again. I'm going to delete all my work here so we can see this neat. I want to bring it to you neat and clean. But right off the bat, hidden bullish divergence on the 3-day. And I expected this pump because I've studied hidden bullish so many times. We had a bit of hidden bullish here. That swung up while that kind of swung down and we pumped, So hidden bullish is starting to play out. We're seeing it. I like what's happening for the total market cap in all of cryptocurrency. Let's break down some key ideas in areas to watch on the total market cap so we can kind of get ready for our next big runners. So our next big move comes really when we get back to $1.25 trillion. Trillion dollars. Can you believe that? $1 trillion market cap. That's how much money is in here. Like, that's how exciting this space is. $1 trillion exciting. I mean, it's exciting. It's amazing, right? So you can see that the $1 trillion level held really well. We have a point of control there that we bounce from. Beautiful. And so our next key area to get back above is going to be, I'll probably put 2 there. I don't need them. Yep. I knew there was one hiding under there, if you were with me. $1.12 trillion. So that's going to be our next level to hit. We get above that, look for us to get to 1.18. And there's a gap in the VRVP. We're very likely to come for some resistance. So look for the market cap to continue to roll until we hit this resistance at about, $1.12 trillion. And do I cut off this short? Where is it? $14? On a Monday. Just that bearish div tells me eventually we'll come home to roost, So this is the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency. And again, until we lose $1.022 trillion, there's just no reason to be bearish. I don't know why everyone was bearish when the market showed you key levels to watch. So obvious to long, but I guess, I don't know. It's obvious to a veteran trader, but not to someone who hasn't been trading that long, right? That stuff's not that obvious to them. Now, Bitcoin broke above this key support falling wedge, but this one did not. See that? So the total market cap still resistance. Could we turn back down and retest? We could. So it's kind of crucial in the next week that we break above this and get a bounce. You know what I mean? Hey, how come it's not going up all the way? Yeah, but it was fine. You You just gotta just turn it back on and don't let it get tweaked. It was like that. It was. Trust me, you just gotta center it so you don't. All right, just trying to help her with the kid. I see her out the window. Anyway, so resistance. The total market cap has to break above this. If we break above this and retest, I mean, we gone. 3 days still got legs, and a lot of movement comes when the 3 day gets above the dotted line. Trust me, and that's a bit of a double bottom with a higher low. There's a low, high. You got a higher low. One thing I want to see is, did the weekly make a higher low? See, that's another thing that I talk about. We basically double bottomed on the total market cap too as well. That's a giant W, man. Textbook W. It says we're so likely to break out. Look at the indicators. They're about to turn. Everything looks great. I'd be very surprised to see this not break to the upside. This is my trading style in a nutshell. I get into trades when I see the 4 hour like this, and I swing it all day long. So, such a beautiful concept. So excited to see this, the total market cap in all of cryptocurrency. And Bitcoin really pummeling to the upside here. Probably down $20 now. 18, oh no. Let's take a look here. Back to BTC. It's annoying. Why wouldn't it just like double click me in? Like, there you go. Binance. All right. I used the Coinbase chart, right? Yeah. All right. You see, the small time frames are just, there's still a chance they could make some bacon. See that 15-minute? I just act like this never happened. I know my trading style is very strange, but you just act like this never happened. And you just trade this the same way. Bang. Right? Same ideas, same concepts. Lack of bearish momentum on the MACD suggests that this 15-minute could play out. But just this bearish div, this swing up while you got this strong bearish divergence tells me just, it's likely just playing some games, liquidating the last few people before a nasty dump. Probably a good place to add to short, really. It's almost like the whales are just making areas to add to their shorts, right? They're like, oh, these are good short add-ons, right? So, like, I might add 1% more to that short. Did I get it? Yeah, I got it. I'm just going off bearish div, man. You know what I mean? It's just so obvious it's not going to make it, but whatever. And honestly, rising wedges, like, this is a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time, right? And this rising wedge, and it's almost got like a shoulder, a head, and kind of a shoulder vibe to it. Just doesn't look amazing, You got the 4 hour and the 1 hour on my short, so it's so likely I'm going to win the short. But again, you never know. Probability is in my favor, right? So I wouldn't long this, but you do whatever makes you happy. They do still see, there's still, this is like, maybe they're trying to grab someone up here, but the liquidity is closer down at 28K. Again, who knows? No guarantees. I'm short on Bitcoin, not really much to go over, and the key, I'm short till we get back down to probably 27.6, 28, What goes up must come down. We had a great pump, you know what I mean? So $11, 4%. We'll see where this goes. Ooh, I'll post a losing trade. I never get to do that. Yes. Life or losses. You know what I mean? You can't win without losing. So you can't win all the time. Life or losses. Yes, I get to post a loss. It's been a while. I always want to make sure I'm posting my losses. Yeah, all the way back to 28,310. Fast. That was just a liquidity grab. Give me a chance to add to my short. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for doing that. All right. Let's take a look at the chat here. What's going on in the chat? Do we have some super chats? Talking what's going down. Looks like a diamond. I just tuned in. Shout out to Whose World Is This? Cass poking the 7-minute 200 SMA now. Fighting the trend. Most transparent person on YouTube. God bless you, Barbara Joe. Let's take a look at the super chats. Astra, ETH, and BLC and Render long term. Let's break it down. Let's take a look at Astra. All right. And look at this. Every October, win, came down, still won. Win, came down, still won. Came down, still won. Came down horribly, probably broke even. Win, horrible loss, win. So only last year in 2020, or only 2021, right? But look, 2023 October, boom. Every October since 2010, because they print money for a living, has been an easy money to make. Honestly, the money you make isn't that much money, though, because they print it to zero. All right? Where adding to the trade there really helped out the position because it gave me a entry. It didn't raise my entry price, though? What the heck? Why is my entry price still at 22.59, man? I guess I didn't add enough. So silly. Funny, when I first started trading leverage 15x, I'd be bugging out. Now I do 15, 60x. I use leverage without even thinking about it. You know, just kind of it's just a general concept. And remember, Monday, don't force yourself to trade on a Monday. You do not have to trade on a Monday. Take a deep breath. Remember, sometimes no trade is the best trade at all. Is the best trade, you know? Shout out to everybody here. 637 people on the live. 392 likes. Maybe get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm always fascinated, though, by the people that leave the stream because I'm like, all right, now we're about to show you where the money's at. But you got, you know, it's just funny, man. You can't force the masses to get paid. You know what I mean? There could be two rooms. All right? There could be, like, someone could go to a symposium. There could be two rooms. One guy could be giving you, like, the exact equation of how to make money. And then one guy could be juggling. And you know how many people would go into the juggling room and just watch a guy juggling? You know what I mean? So you can't force people to learn. Like, they're not going to, the average, the higher probability group of people aren't going to learn. Like, they're just going to, like, you know. It's too hard for them. You know what I mean? It's too much. That's too much for them. All right. Astra Protocol getting a nice pump to the upside there. Look at that. You know, and that's how we trade. Point of control, got the move, boom, boom, boom. All right. And that was put out, I believe, by the elite traders today at 17 a.m. Bang, Astra, bang to the upside perfectly. Elite traders put that out and nailed it. Shout out to Stack McChange, bringing it home to the house. Making the bacon on the beach, man, every single time, making gains. Stellar Lumen's getting a little bit of a move too as well. Unbelievable. So Astra, you want to see what's cracking? Well, the first thing I would do is delete everything, look at the daily, get rid of my moving averages, and just square away price action. So right off the bat, we kind of have, like, you know, I've seen this form. You get the shoulder, then you'll get a head, and then you'll get kind of a right shoulder or some type of falling wedge flag, right? So we have a key resistance for Astra at 0.06. Has it bottomed? There's a chance it has. Is there a bullish divergence on the 2-day chart? There is. What is bullish divergence? Bullish divergence, especially on a bigger time frame, it's not a yellow line that I keep drawing accidentally. Bullish divergence is a swing up to swing up on the RSI while price action swings to the downside. It's a key concept, all right? I always try to behave as if there's a beginner on this live stream that has never seen any of this. That's my job, is to always re-explain the similar concepts in which I teach over and over again, and to be thorough, because there's someone every day that joins us and doesn't understand these concepts, and we need to make sure that they get it, okay? So then we could kind of draw this trend line here and say, okay, technically a trend line. Or you can almost say that broke, but that's like, you know. You can say you broke out of that to the upside, the falling wedge. Very, very remedial, you know, not amazing. You can almost say this was a retest if you'd like. 2 days getting overbought. 3 days getting a little high. And the daily. So it's all telling you that you had a beautiful pump, right? You had, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days, and 5 of them were green and really big. So you've pumped all the way from 2 to 4. You've made 100% gains, literally, in pretty fast. You made this beautiful flag here that pumped to the upside. Boom, that was the flag that Stack McChange had drawn, all right, once we get to smaller time frames. So a pullback is occurring. Now you pull on the moving averages. See where the 21 is and where price action is? Tells me that you're going to have to come back down to the 21. So I would expect a pullback here. Now, the key is to watch support of resistance. See if you can stay above this level. So I would start to flag out the 1 hour. You also need to conjoin back with the 21-day moving average. But I would just start to watch this type of flag, this type of behavior. And there's a chance you do continue. Just in the back of your mind, the bigger time frames are there. So at one point, you will come home to roost. There's maybe one more pump here coming. Let's take a look at your bearish div. You're getting pretty high on the RSI too, which tells you that's probably, some time of a pullback. So I'd look for a pullback. I would be taking profits if I was in the trade. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, and nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. You got to do whatever makes you happy. All right. I see if this flag could possibly pop out. The bigger time frames, I'd be looking for two things: a beautiful flag or shoulder head. If you make a right shoulder here, a nice short to the downside is suggested. Okay. Short is playing out now. From the very beginning, you'd be in the money from that initial. It's really with it. You almost have to hit the shorts right as the pump occurs. That's like the perfect place. It's not easy for people to do. All right. JOYSTREAM just continuing to bang on them. Went all the way up to 4.4. You got to love it, right? JOYSTREAM just saying, hey, I'm just going to continue to pump. I do not care. I'm going to make a rising wedge that could break to the upside, right? Rising wedges mainly break to the downside, but JOYSTREAM has been hot. So if you don't know what JOYSTREAM is, I suggest you write it down and pay attention. Take a look at our 4 hour. Is it finally overbought and coming down? Long-term hold possible project. This thing looks like it's going to go parabolic, honestly, and just do something insane. The 1 hour coming back down, but not really losing the structure, which tells me that this thing could really begin the parabola. A lot of coins have been going parabolic lately, from Nakamoto, right? Just things have just been ripping. So XRD, which I bought a pretty big bag of the other day and threw it into the till. XRD is still on my radar too as well. I like XRD in this falling wedge, continuing to kind of fall off a little bit, but hitting previous support right there, and we'll see where this goes. So there's a falling wedge. Previous support becomes resistance. I like what I'm seeing for this elongated bowl of, it's just showing me this is just an elongated place. That's just beautiful accumulation for XRD, right? Ever since it started accumulating here in June, and it's just, so I'm holding on. Looks like we kind of bounce off that bottom at 5 2/10 of a cent. XRD, baby. And if you remember, we started playing this coin back when it was like, I think 9 cents, and then it pumped all the way to 46 cents very, very fast. So XRD, baby. A coin I've been watching for a long time. I met the team at Consensus or Bitcoin Miami. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was Consensus. Even had them on the live stream. Did a quick interview. XRD. You got to love XRD. Let's take a look at ETH, BLZ, and Render and Optimism. ETHBTC, which my man Master Friend tweeted, but he tweeted at the very beginning of the stream, so I didn't see it after the fact. Let's take a look at the ETH Bitcoin. Now, ETH Bitcoin, what it does is it is the leading indicator of the altcoins. Okay? That's what it is. And when it starts to beat up on Bitcoin, that's when you know it could be time for alt season. Until it beats up, so you'll first get a huge pump from ETHBTC, and then everything else will kind of grow to fruition. So I've been watching ETH Bitcoin, and this has been consolidating up, down, right? The time to buy some ETH right there, May 2021, and ETH beat up on Bitcoin. Ever since August, it's for a straight year, ETH has been losing dominance to Bitcoin. For a straight year straight, holding Ethereum against holding Bitcoin has been a bad look. You've been losing money holding Ethereum as opposed to holding Bitcoin. Look, eventually, though, it's going to come to this level of support here at about 5,000 Satoshis. All right. Is that right? Yeah. It's actually should be bigger than that, but 0.05 Bitcoin. Now, The idea is this. It is a symmetrical triangle either way. I'm going to take these away, though, because at one point you believe low, high, higher, low, right? And we'll bring this in, too, tighter. So this is what I'm watching for ETH Bitcoin, you know, and we may not be that far from a little bit of an alt rally here. The second ETH BTC booms up and retests this level at 8.4, oh my gosh. That's when we're going to get excited for altcoins. So trust me, I'm going to be able to teach you when altcoin season is going. We're going to know. We watch tons of alts. We're going to know when the alts start to fly. All right. 26,700 to 28. Yeah. Wow, we just pumped all the way to 28,000. One. Hold on, I'm confused now. All right, yeah, there's the short to the downside. I was like, and we're in the short, man, and I was correct on the short. So had you shorted with me, you would have got paid again. Like, it's like the 10th day in a row I gave you a live trade on the channel, and it was in the money. Like, again, I didn't make a lot of money. I'm not trying to brag. It's Monday. I'm not trying to be a baller here. But I am showing you this trade actually may play out pretty nicely, right? And I'm also teaching you percentages. Like, go after percentages, then start up in the money. Make sure you can nail 5% first. See, can you make 5% a day off $100? You can't make the percentage. It doesn't matter, right? So the idea is not to lose. So, and there you go, man. And the market told us it was very likely. All you had to do was trade the bearish div in the 1 hour and not use your emotions. Like, it's right there in front of us. Like, our emotions are what makes us think that the trade's not going to go well. Look at this massive dumpage. You know what I mean? I told you we were dumping, and I showed you that we were here, and it was very unlikely we were going to go higher based on the divergence. Yes, BOOKMAP had us, but look, we had this. BOOKMAP also had closer liquidity at 28,000, and BOOKMAP likes to eat the closest liquidity. I told you this. Look at the bar; it was waiting for us. We went right to it. All you have to do is buy BOOKMAP. Again, I can't say this, but it literally, I've shown that all you do is buy BOOKMAP and then short wherever BOOKMAP has the closest amount of liquidity and the most liquidity. Look, again, we use BOOKMAP to show you how to trade the market. BOOKMAP should love me, man. That company should love me because every single day I show how I use it to make gains. Look at this massive liquidation because people jump in at the end with their emotions. Use their emotions in your favor. Look, we're up $22 now. Banging on, right? $22 off $250. And there's the dumpage to the downside, baby. Right? Now you can move the short stop loss a little bit if I want. Wait, open short. I can't. No, I don't want to do that. I was about to say, how could I change where I entered the short, right? And look, up $25 now, 10% gains. I mean, this is how we do it, baby. Constant. It doesn't matter, like, which way the market's going. I'm going to teach you how to take advantage of it. All right? I don't know anything. I don't know anything about anything but my own trading style. BOOKMAP does show illegal. It really shows that liquidity, baby. Dude. And honestly, 100%. I believe we're going to go lower, though. Short's going to go lower. I'll show you where I believe the short's likely to take us. So, like, the people we were watching, we had 700 people on the live, right? And then at, like, a certain time, we lost 100 people. They just lost how to trade the short. They just lost how to read BOOKMAP. Like, they just wasted so much information. Like, we were about to give them the sauce, man. So, I just feel bad, man. I don't want people going to streams that don't teach them. Don't teach them, that may waste their time, right? So, whatever, man. Look, rising wedges break to the downside. That's a rising wedge. You're coming back to the 21 at the very least. Once you lose the 21, you're dumping probably to the 50. I wouldn't be surprised if the 1 hour came all the way down to the 50-day moving average here. These are key areas that I'm watching for Bitcoin. You did not lose me, baby. Shout out to Jao. I mean, I still got 600. Let's focus on the people that did stay. We have a bunch of people that stayed. I just want to, my goal is to educate the masses. But if people want to go read a comic book and they don't want to learn, like, I can't force them, right? I can't force people to learn. No matter how hard, I can't do that. So I wish I could, but I can't. Went to that for lower. Yeah, we will stay here. Shout out to John Connor. It's 26A, the short take private target. 2770 is my first area. That's what I would first think of taking profit. But remember, you are likely going to get a bounce here. It's not going to go. It's probably going to do something like this. Likely get a bounce back to the upside on the smaller time frame. Your 7-minute is spent. Now you're looking for divergences for, that old, that's when we get the liquidations and we look for the 1 minute. It's not there right now. We're not getting that. So it tells me we're likely to go lower. So what I can conceptualize now is just making a bear flag. This is probably going to dump. I'm going to take profits right here. 27,750. And I'm going to write that in onto the target here. So I'm going to go to there. And I didn't put a stop loss because I was going to pull it once I was up down like 50 to 60 bucks. That was I had planned it out. I didn't have a stop loss, but I planned it out. So 27,750 is my take profit. Make sure that's correct. Yeah. All right. Confirm. And this trade's likely going to go our way, baby. Look at the dumpage. We called it for you. I mean, it was obvious. I don't know why. It was obvious to me. All right. And again, people think I'm talking. It sounds like I'm being pompous, but I've been accurate again, and I'm nailing it with this Labradorite, man. You guys think it's crazy, but Labradorite has some weird way of just nailing it. Just keeps you like watching the markets pretty closely, I didn't take it too chicken to pull the trigger. Don't worry, it happens. I'm saying this because I consider myself a part of the masses, but the masses are mostly lazy or stupid and aren't looking to be better themselves. Focus on the ones that want to learn. They probably jumped off to go listen to Ben. I didn't know he's live. I thought he was taking a week off. Everyone, God bless each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. It's 11:55. I'm going to jump on out of here for the day. Let me finish all of the super chats. We got BLZ and Render and Optimism to go over before I jump on out of here. Let's take a look at BLZ. I did eventually close the short. But look, it was going to continue. There was no reason to. Look. But I mean, again, BLZ is so simple to me. Look at the 3-day chart. Trade the 3-day down to the 21-day moving average. This is simple concepts. Like, most people just don't have the patience, but you will make so much money. I bet that short was going to make 15,000% if I just kept it open. So the key is to look for a one like this, the 7. I open up a short. When the 7 pops back up, I mitigate in, and then I ride the 3-day all the way down with a 0 liquidation. It's like an easy way to turn $4 or $5 into 50 to $100. Like, again, you do whatever makes you happy, but I'm starting to perfect that idea. And shout out to Master Friend, because without his strategies, I wouldn't have been able to add his stuff to my stuff. I don't do everything he does. I want to make that clear. But I took a piece of what he does and added it to what I do, right? And that's the key is to kind of grab information from everyone around you. Never be shy, okay? Never be shy. Grab that info from people around you. Never be shy, all right? When you use the TA Sam teaches you, you can listen to anyone and still make money. You're funny. I used my emotions, and I would have closed the short on that pump. Back up. Close one. Yeah. I mean, we're in the gains now. I know the bigger time frames are going for me, man. This could turn into a bigger trade, 10% gains, and there we go, baby. Once we break 28,000, the money's gonna come, right? And it's probably gonna hit my exact target and sell. Super chats, Render and Optimism. So yeah, I see BLZ going further to the downside, everyone. Smaller time frames may give you a pump, but remember that 3-day chart is going to the 21. We told you this on Acro. We told you this on BLZ. We told you this on 921 on BLZ. I just deleted it, but I said, listen, this is going down to the 21 SMA. If you trust the concepts which I teach, you will get so paid. If you don't and let your emotions get in the way, you will not get paid. I can't tell you what to do, and I cannot be your financial advisor, and I cannot hold your hand. Once we lose 28,000, it is a wrap, all right? Shout out to anyone that longed with me. We're up 30 bucks on 250 bucks, up 11% now, banging on them. And you can say whatever you want about my trading style. You can say whatever you want. We have been one of the most accurate trading channels here. We're on a short right now on Monday, on False Move Monday, you know. So, all the best from Woodside, New York, Christopher K. Chris, man, is that Chris Kumar? Is that the Chris Kumar? Didn't we like meet one day and make a video, Chris K? You're like you had like the basketball video. Is that you, bro? Let me know if that's you. That's crazy if that's you from my past. And now we're up $33, 13% gains. And now we did break 28,000. We're at 27. 28,000 is battling now. What a battle. Chris K, no. But you lived in Woodside. Interesting. How do we know each other? How did you know I lived in Woodside, New York? Maybe you didn't. Maybe that's a coincidence. I lived in Woodside for 10 years of my life, man. On plane now. Shout out to Crypto Billy. God bless you. And I can keep you company while you're on that plane. Last time I was on a plane, I watched Casablanca. Hey, JetBlue's got all the best titles, man. And now we're up 14% on the short. And massive liquidations. That's what happens, man. You got to learn to take profits. You got to learn to pay yourself. God bless everybody out there. And I didn't execute the short perfectly, but I had a good feeling that we were going to go further to the downside here. Now we are getting a little bit of a divergence here. And now we're getting overbought on the RSI and the stochastics. And now we're getting beat to the downside here. It does look like we may continue further down, though. My next stop is 27,750, and then we'll go from there. Look for this to consolidate, make some type of bear flag. If we get back above 28,137 and start to make a retest, that's when I would close the short. So if I see this breakout here and bounce from here, that's when I would think of closing the short right there, you know. As long as we stay below this, further to the downside. This is not a bull trap. This is a beautiful pump, but we're just a little too far away from the zone. All right. Look, my man, Crypto Billy, on the shore, on the plane watching you. I just made 28%, took 75% out, and made 40% on the balance. Live. Just listening to you. He's on the plane making gains. Dude, people make money all day watching the channel, man. Yo, I love you, Crypto Billy. You're the man, dude. Nailing it. 28,318 was a really good entry, bro. You're the man, dude. God bless you, Billy. He's flying on his way home from Vegas. Absolutely, man, nailing it. Super chats, rendering optimism, and then we're out of here. I wanted to leave, but I'm having so much fun with each and every one of you. Why would I leave? This is so much fun. You know what I mean? Like, I love trading. We're having a blast. Wow. Called the short beautifully to the downside. Can we make sweet? Can I have a hug? Can I have a hug? You look pretty. Don't be like, yeah. Oh, look, she's all smiley. Oh, she's going to turn her face. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Are you done? Damn, that's embarrassing.
Oh, gosh. Wow, got hot and heavy over there. So, sorry for the kids in school. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sharing your most precious. This is not OnlyFans. God bless everybody here on the live. Get a room. Cute soulmates in the house. That's my soulmate, right, babe? You are my soulmate. Oh, babe. Oh, wow. You want in on this too now?
It's for you.
She stuck all of the doggy bone stickers together. Oh, we never got to play.
That's okay.
We should go play right now with her. Looks like the bet more than the leverage on that short. Life isn't getting paid. He's getting laid. Stupid. This guy.
Go, Sam, because we have things to do.
All right. Renders in a giant cup and handle, everybody. Sammy, cup and handy to the upside. My wife doesn't like that. I say that right after we make. Like right when I come. No, so stupid. Right when I come out of the car in the morning. Sammy, cup and Henny. There it is. So render in the beautiful cup and handle, man. This thing looks beautiful. Absolutely lovely. I pulled my Fibonacci. We came to the 786 fib, which is a beautiful retracement. Render bouncing off that 618. The daily ready to rock. Let's look at our 3-day. 3 days a little high for me. Says you gotta wait it out. But it could flip up and get a big pump too as well. 3 days sensitive. And it takes time to play out. So you can't like just jump on the 3 day just because it's doing something small. 2 hour, 22 is not in my favor. 4 hours not in my favor. So just like Bitcoin, we had the bump. Let's wait on this 4 hour to give us our entries. As long as render comes back down and retest this point of control, I'm all about it on the bigger time frame. So if render can pull back and touch 160, that's an area I would really be sweating render. 160, all right? And there's a possible long-term accumulation buy there and also a possible swing trade. Back to about $2. All right. Would you trade render, babe?
Yes.
For 556 risk-reward ratio above the 200 SMA? Take that. Take that. So render looks nice to me. This is what I'm seeing for render. All right. What happened to Bitty Bitty? Wow, we won that short big time. We got paid big time. Look at that. 17% gains of the short, continuing to bang on them. It's going to my target. 27,750 over here. So there's render for you. I would wait for render to pull back and get in around 160 for render. All right. That would be the entry for render. Set alerts so you don't have to stare at it all day. So spend your 2 to 3 hours sitting on the markets. Set all your alerts, and then your alerts should last for you a few 4 days. Then you do it again. As long as you set alerts, you can really let it go. Look at this short to the downside. We told you we were going down, baby. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. Once we lose 27.8, wow, what a short. What a short. 18% gains. We got you, baby. We got you. But why? I have to walk the dog and have a meeting? All right. I'm going to take gains. I'm going to take gains. I like this trade. It was high risk, false move Monday anyway. I'm going to take this, and I'll take you to lunch with this $50, babe.
Should we skip the meeting and just go out and celebrate?
Give me my money. Give me my money. Close my trade. Look, where is my... There you go. Open order. And there you have it. And that's how you make 18%. Bang, bang, bang. And then I just keep adding to the trade. Soon we're at $6,500, man. $50 here, $60. Dude, gains are gains, baby. Take your gains. Take your gains. Looks like it's going to go all the way to my target, though. I sold, though. I sold right there. I sold over there. I sold it. I sold 28,888. Dude, I sold 28,888. It's pretty much. It's pretty money. I sold the wick.
Let's go, Sam.
I wicked that beer. Now, what if I can long this right in front of everyone's face now, back to the 200?
12:10, like you're done.
Now I can long, baby.
No, Sam, this is getting crazy.
Yeah, because now, no, but look, now I long right back in.
You can do it all day.
I'll long again. I will long, baby, long. You don't like this. This is not fun for you.
It's nice to be on a schedule where you're done at 12. Like,
Is this a joke or is this serious?
I'm serious.
Is this serious?
Yeah,
But no one talks to the lifer like that.
I do.
Nobody talks to the lifer like, you don't see me as the lifer.
No.
I'm just a regular schmo. I'm not something special to you. I'm like, go do the laundry, go wash the dishes, right? That's it, right? I ain't no special dude.
No, you're not special. Come on, Sam.
I love this. I think that's your long right there, back up to the 200 SMA. That's the money printer money. That's Lifer Friend's money printer right there, bro. Isn't that money printer, Lifer Friend? That's the money printer, bro. Brrr. So what I do now is, you look for, is it going to make an inverted? And then break on out. You pull from the 21, usually you get bounced back. You look for the divergence. Could be stronger divergence, though. We could get better. We might get better. We might get one of these and get lower. I think we're going to get one of these. A dip and then another dip. And then that's going to be the divergence right there. We're going to come up. We're going to come down. This is going to come up, come down, and my entry is there. Bing! You know? I sold early. 27. I should have just sold half, right? But there you go, man. 27,750, baby. And I called a short again. Who here made gains short with the lifer again? I show up and help people make money every single day. It's amazing. I love you all. I love each and every one of you. You're the best. You're all the best. She is the boss, man. I know who's the boss. She's the boss, right? All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. Oh, wait. I think there's one more super chat I got to get to. Optimism. Optimism. That's going down to the 3-day, to the 21 SMA. Trust me on that. That's going to dump all the way back to 12. Let's take a look at USDT. Now, I called a short for this because they have an unlock. But look at the 3-day just getting started. So, I and my short technically didn't lose a lot, but, down 5 or 6% right there, and it's down 5%, 4.69. Took a long time, and it did reverse. They were supposed to unlock, so it made me think, hey, if they're going to unlock, but let's kind of look at the 3-day. The 3-day says you're going to blast. So I guess the unlock doesn't matter. 3-day chart says you're about to get a blast to the upside, and that's the chart that I go by more than anything else. So 3-day chart says a big move is coming. Almost a hidden bullish in a way. Once you get back above 182, this thing is going to moon. You have a big gap with the VRVP. You're above the point of control. Optimism. I'm in this trade. I own about $2,000 of this right now. But to me, it's a long-term hold. I believe optimism is just going to be something I can 10x to 20x in the bull run. So just hold it for 2 years and then sell it off. And look, we did call that bounce for Bitcoin. Where were we trading that? On the Coinbase dollar? Nope. Was it Binance? No, it was Spot. It was Bybit Spot, right? No. I can't find. Where was I doing it, everybody? Where was I doing my stuff? Was it MEXC Spot? Where did I just draw the divergence? I'm going to look at the chat. What can someone look? Got on long at 27,850. Just loaded more to the ETH bag. DXY is mooning. I just closed my shirt up 51%. Token unlock was 930, right? And it didn't even affect the price. So people just bought more of it, I guess. What chart was I doing this on, everybody? On MEXC's site. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Appreciate you saying that. He's like, you were doing it on MEXC. Yes, as long as you keep this high or low, you're going to break up to the 200 SMA now. That's the little trick that I've learned. It's the money printer. You can use this little way to make money over and over again. I should call it the money banger. I'll call it the money banger because Master Friend calls his the money printer. I'll call mine the money banger. Or the money maker. The money maker. In the money with the lifer again, baby. I know, right? Isn't it amazing? Hey, you can say whatever you want, but people make the gains. We get the results on a daily basis every single day here. All right. And that makes you think, why wouldn't you want to join the trading group? Right. So optimism, big move on the 3-day chart. If you want to play it safe, wait for it to break out here and retest 150 and it's gone. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. Watch out. It is False Move Monday. Be careful. Take your money. Get in and out. We'll be back. We'll pump out a lot of altcoins tonight as the market settles. And look for my elites and me to pump out trades. And I'll be putting out Bitcoin updates into the trading group, keeping you guys going and keeping you guys excited. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. May God bless each and every one of us. Thank you to all that showed up to the live. 499 people, 442 likes, $27 in chat revenue. Thank you so much for everybody that sent money into the channel. Let's talk about that fan funding for a split second. God bless D Shuffle. Thoughts on ETH. Bryson Gonzalez, BLZ. Can you go over a long-term idea for render? United States, what time do you go to bed at night? Usually, I don't want to tell people so you can rob me. I don't know. And I'm up at night holding heavy artillery staring out the window till about 3 in the morning every night. So, yeah, I don't go to bed. Tia and Optimism, please. You're the best, Sam. Thank you for all you do and your time. God bless you. I share the credit with you on ASTRA. You highlighted waiting for the 4-hour pattern was prime and it got out. Alley, you play. Love you, brother. Thank you. Thanks for all you do, brother. I run high equity 4 to 5% longs and small high kev isolated scalp pullbacks. Life-changing gains. Let's go. High equity. Maybe you should throw us some dough if you're bringing in some high equity. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious concepts, and that is your time as we get all the way back up to 27.8. And I told you that was likely going to be the bounce play. And that was the entry right there to cause a long. My wife yelled at me, and I told her I was going to enter a long right there. You yelled at me. But I called the reversal. I called the reversal, though, in front of everybody. I called a 1-minute reversal. Like, this is something that traders, like, don't know how to do. This is, like, phenomenal what just went on here. After the short, I closed it at the exact possible perfect place to sell and then talked about the reversal on the 1-minute chart. Like, this is insane. You need to respect this. I'm done, babe. I'm done, all right? I'm done. I love you, Matt. I love you. Why are you looking at me like that? You're making me feel like I'm really small. She looks at me and makes me feel like I'm an ant. I'm like an ant or like maybe like a cricket or a mouse or some type of small creature. And I know I'm not. I know I'm big. Everyone, I love you. I appreciate you all. Look, I called the reversal here, and it is reversing. That's the exact entry. I was thinking maybe one more divergence, but that was it. Boom. Pump all the way to the 200 SMA now. That's the money printer strategy. We know how to do this. And we showed you how to sell the exact 27,888. That was the exact, insane. Everyone, thank you so much. I love you all. God, thank you for bringing everyone to the live. And thank you for all the fan funding, all the awesome comments, and all the love. I'll see you tomorrow for another beautiful live stream. God bless.